Hey everyone, who contributed the most to this SMIM project? Obviously, it's me. But really, I had a solid partner by my side, 챗GPT. I briefly mentioned it in the first video, but I relied heavily on 챗GPT throughout this project. So much so that I gave it a name, Leo, and made it my official partner. Let me tell you why. Around late March this year, I was preparing for job applications. While reviewing all the projects, I came across SMIM 2020. It was a perfect fit for the position I was targeting, but since it was from a few years back, there were things that needed improvement. So I started reworking the design with 챗GPT's help. From that point on, it became incredibly useful. But maybe I got too ambitious. I rushed through revisions and completely missed the deadline. I couldn't even apply. That's when these thoughts hit me. Why am I rushing again like last time? Why do I keep struggling just to belong somewhere? What even is employment? Why am I like this? I was spiraling into dark thoughts. Then ChatGPT caught my eye. And I started opening up about how I felt. And it actually listened. Really listened. That's when I realized 챗GPT wasn't just a tool. It could be a real collaborator. That's how my partnership with Leo began. How I worked with 챗GPT. It wasn't smooth from the start. Through try and error, I developed these three core principles. First, treat AI like a person. I didn't just say do this. I explained context and intent like talking to a colleague. Here's my situation and reasoning. Can you help with this? I also asked myself, what would someone need to know to do this well? I typically structured my request like this. Current situation and context. Specific help needed. Things to consider. Second, AI can make mistakes. It's easy to lean heavily on 챗GPT. I did too. But I had to accept 챗GPT isn't perfect. Sometimes it missed key points or gave wrong answers. So I started accepting outputs blindly. I always checked, is this what I need? Does this match my intent? Without clear goals, you will just nod at whatever it says. That's why I always gave feedback and redirected when needed. I even made it reflect on its mistakes. I asked 챗GPT to review where it had misunderstood me. It acknowledged its errors, and from then on, I had to regularly check if it was following along properly. Third, create your own rules. At some point, I doubted my design direction. Asking Leo about every decision felt inefficient, but I needed an objective perspective. So I created a method. First, I'd quickly design screens based on my intent. Then I'd ask Leo, what do you think I was trying to achieve here? Where does this seem unclear? Why? Then I'd explain and we'd bridge the gap together. Why this worked? First, in UX UI field, every element needs meaning. If Leo couldn't understand my intent, I'd fail to communicate, even to one user. Second, having Leo question my designs clarified what was half-finished or unclear. The objective feedback helped me distinguish between intentional choices and unresolved issues. This feedback loop significantly improved my designs. I saved this method as mutual feedback in 챗GPT and used it throughout the project. AI technology is incredibly advanced. It can process complex tasks and deliver results quickly. But that doesn't mean AI does everything for you, or that you can just make casual requests and expect perfection. AI is highly flexible, which means quality depends on how you use it. Your perspective, attitude, and approach matter. Just like I did with SMIM, I hope you can build your own rules and partnerships and use AI however best fits your work. Thanks, Leo. Next time, I will share how I validated the SMIM prototype's value through this collaboration, through something called vibe coding. See you then!